Cynthia.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the Hanye family.
Okay, we're going to do another suggestion for you. Since it's my birthday.
Happy birthday again.
I was given the opportunity to choose a little bit more openly than what I normally do.
Oh, yeah.
I do what I want anyway, but we had made this decision that I was going to choose new artists that we hadn't done before.
Yeah.
And that way we, widen our appeal, I guess.
But today's an exception.
Because it's my birthday. Damn,
yes.
I need to hear some Prince.
Mm-hmm. And we're doing a purple theme today because I did Deep Purple. Now you're doing Prince.
Exactly. So we're going to do Prince, but it's a little different. This is one he did with a band called The Rebels. Late 70s, early 80s-ish. Mm-hmm. And the song's called Hard to Get.
Yeah. We don't know this one. We know so much of his work, but not this one.
Yeah. I wanted to look at that Rebels album, and I haven't yet because, well, we have a reaction channel.
Exactly.
So, if I do, I might do it on, like, Patreon or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind at all, for sure. So we're going to do that eventually. But right now, we're going to do this one song called Hard to Get by Prince.
This is interesting. It's very synthy.
Very synthy.
Yes.
I find the lyrics are a little bit buried in the music.
Yeah.
I imagine it was probably done on a 4 or 8 track.
Maybe. It's a little messy sounding in that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's a bit messy the way the recording is done on this one.
This is early. I mean, I don't think the label had anything to do with this. So
I have no idea, but I know that it just feels different. Like the vocals are not quite right. Like the way they're recorded, obviously the vocals are good, but they're not recorded very well.
Yeah, you can still hear all the talent and stuff. I'm having a hard time hearing exactly what he's singing about.
Yeah, mostly. I'm having a hard time too.
But musically, it feels really good. It's got a good funk to it.
Yeah, it's got a good beat, of course.
The bass line is there, but it's kind of a simple bass line. The synth is just doing your basic 80s. It's early stuff, and I imagine because it's the Rebels, it's not him playing every instrument.
Probably not. Yeah.
And that may have been a part of the reason it doesn't sound quite as clean.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, he became so particular about how his work came out. So.
For sure.
But I mean, like you said, this is early. Maybe it wasn't all him.
He's working with Andre, which is he's a great performer as well. I mean, he did Shalimar. He was doing stuff, and he was pretty good. He even had his own albums out, and, which I didn't listen to a whole lot of.
No, just a bit. Yeah. Not too much.
Very little.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, the most I know, the biggest thing I know him for, one is Shalimar, two is Still a Thrill, which he did with Jody, who was in Shalimar. So, Still a Thrill is an awesome song, by the way.
Yeah, it is. But anyways, we should continue this one.
Yeah.
The second half, I could hear his vocal a little more. He started doing that styling that I'm used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His little, I don't want to say screech because it's not.
It's like
yeah. It's hard to explain.
Before he gets to the note, he does this growls it out. Yeah.
It's really cool sounding. I always love that about Prince. Yeah. But sometimes he gets really excited and it comes out in a big screech like, ow.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love that.
But he has to be excited. I don't think that he was too excited about the recording.
No, probably not. I mean, every artist does some work they're not as excited about as others.
Yeah. It was just he didn't have control of everything.
Yeah, and he was a control freak when it came to that sort of thing. So maybe that bothered him a little.
Well, exactly. So it didn't sound exactly the way he wanted it to. So he was less enthusiastic about it.
Still a Prince song.
Still a Prince song, and
pretty decent.
It's a beginning too. You can see in this where he was just kind of feeling his way to what he became.
Yeah.
This
is not my favorite Prince song, but it still was a decent song.
But like I said, it has its Princeisms.
Yeah, you can feel the beginnings of it coming.
Exactly,
it's really good.
He's bubbling up. He's learning this. He's learning this. He's learning what he doesn't like.
Yeah,
and it all shows up in the music.
Yeah,
and he's learning that he obviously can't play with other people very well.
Yeah, he wasn't very good at being a team player.
No,
he liked to do all his music all by himself.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part,
when he joined with the Revolution in '82, did 1999 Purple Rain. The Purple Rain album is mostly live at First Avenue, so that's kind of a little bit different. Yeah. He had to work with them, and he had them well trained.
Well, he has certain people that he brought into his circle that he trusted, but but he liked to have control over everything. So
and usually even bands didn't last very long, right?
Yeah, because of that.
Yeah, the Revolution was what, 2, 3 albums, 4 maybe.
Well, because somebody who's a control freak like that would not be easy to work with.
Yeah, you get a handful of those, and then in '87, I think it was 4 albums. Well, 4 albums. So '87, he did Sign of the Times, and I don't think there was a name for the band at that point. I'm not sure exactly. I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
And then the New Power Generation came along in later years.
Yeah.
So he worked with bands, but he had to form them. He'd get tired of them and toss them.
Yeah, because he's usually the one that wanted to do all the music and all the recording and all of it. It's just, he was very particular.
Very.
Yeah. But I mean, he came out with some amazing things because of it.
For sure.
And he did have the sense to keep a close circle of friends as well that he did trust to help him out.
Well, he still needed them live. And they were people he trusted, and they were friends. And he didn't want to upset them, but he was a businessman, and he had to, cut ties where he had to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it works. Anyway, we're rambling.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know we did. And thank you very much for the request. It was definitely appreciated, especially for Chris's birthday, to do some prints.
Yes.
Yes. So don't forget to check us out over on Patreon. We're adding things all the time over there, and it's only $3 a month, so not too bad. We have documentaries, album reactions, little concerts. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, share with your family and friends, click that notification bell if you don't want to miss a video, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. Later.
Later.